first of all, when we have a die throwing, it will be mentioned that it's a fair and unbiased die. Because if it is not a fair unbiased die, then the probability is not going to work. That means the probability is going to be different every time. So it is important in every question it will be mentioned that we are using a fair and unbiased die. Now another thing to remember is that this is a trial experiment. So experiment is the activity in probability by which you find out the probability. So in this case, to find out the probability, we have to throw a die. Now trial experiment means a probability experiment when each and every time the probability will be constant. So here the probability will not be changing. If you have a fair and unbiased die, the probability will always be fixed. So we know that we have a die that is, it looks like a cube and there are numbers written on it. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So we have numbers written on it. So when you throw this, the probability is going to be the same. So we know the rule. The rule is total number of outcome, that is sample space. So there are 6 numbers on it. So the probability of getting a 1, so altogether there are 6 numbers and there is only 1. The probability of getting a 2, there are 6 numbers altogether and there is only 1, 2. The probability of getting a 3, there are only 6 numbers and there is only 1, 3. So on and on and on. So 1 by 6 for probability of 4, 1 by 6 for probability of 5, 1 by 6 for probability of 6. So for a fair and unbiased die, so this is constant. You can just have it memorized. You don't even have to think about this. If the die is fair and unbiased, from time to time they will mention that the die is not fair and it is not unbiased. In that case, they're going to give you a certain probability themselves. But if it's a straightforward die like this, and if it's fair and unbiased, this is going to be the probability. Now some of the questions. Some of the basic question is, a die is thrown once and you have to find the probability. So the event, meaning the desired outcome, so is that it is an even number. If a die is thrown once and you're getting an even number, so the even number means if a die has numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so the sample space is 6 and even, so there are 2 is an even number, 4 is an even number, 6 is an even number. So there are 3 items. So small n is 3 out of 6. So 3 by 6 is even number. Similarly, if the question is find the probability that it is odd number. So 1, 3, 5, these are odd number. Again, there are 3 items out of 6. So 3 by 6. If the question is find the probability that it's a perfect square. So perfect square means if you have a square root of some that number, you'll get an integer again. So we have 1, square root of 1 is 1. Then we have 4, square root of 4 is 2. So there are 2 numbers that are perfect square. And then find the probability, it will be a prime number. If it's a prime number, in that case, we know a prime number is a number greater than 1 that cannot be divided by any other number. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. So it is 3 out of 6. So these are some of the most basic questions when you have a die that is thrown once. So this is die is thrown once.